Yes.
All right. I think we're on episode 6.
I don't know what episode we're on.
Okay, well.
Over there.
I think it's episode 6 because I uploaded last week's today into YouTube and I realized that was episode 5, I think.
Gotcha.
Unless I'm totally mislabeling this whole thing.
All right.
Hi.
Hola.
We're inside this time.
Yes.
Hi, Lou Playball. Lou Playball. Yeah. How you doing? Oh, my glasses. Sorry, Lou Playball. What's going on? Thanks for checking in today. This is Bad Marriage for Life. We think it's episode 6.
Might be episode 6. I was thinking 5 or 6.
It's 5 or 6.
Somewhere in the area. Mm-hmm. So we'll let you know after this episode.
Yeah. So, you okay over there?
Yeah, we brought it inside.
We brought it inside because we've been having a real problem with the mosquitoes. We have a mosquito issue outside, and plus it's like getting dark earlier now, so we have to come inside. So we're in a spare bedroom of ours where our children used to stay, but now they've moved out. So we're fixing up the room. So this is where we're going to be now. Thank you, Lou Playball. I enjoy the topics, he said. Thank you. Hi, Purdue 6968. Appreciate you checking in today. So anyway, we're in this room that we're fixing up, and that's where we're at this point.
To escape the mosquitoes.
So anyway, I'm not sure if you've been keeping up, but if you want to ever look on my Instagram or you can look on YouTube, we have all the episodes up there from the last few weeks. And also, I'm starting something new next Wednesday at 7 o'clock, which is something that I'm going to be doing. So I hope that you'll check in at 7 o'clock. I'm going to unveil it over the weekend, and I think it's something you're going to really like to be a part of. It's something fun that we're going to be doing on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock here on my IG, okay? So, Vic, are you going to, face the camera? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm here. I'm listening to you. I'm letting you, do your thing.
He's not a part of the show, apparently.
I'm always a part of the show.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm here. I'm just zoning out, and I'm,
right.
next Wednesday.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
So
I came home tonight upset. Hi, Katie. I miss you, Katie. Hi, Katie. I came home tonight upset because I seem to be having some sort of memory loss, and I feel like I'm a little bit concerned about it. And Vic is now looking up whether or not I need to go have an MRI because I couldn't remember. Today I was talking about the NFL. It's the 101st season of the NFL, and literally I went on the radio today and said the 101st. And then I tried to correct myself again by saying the 101st.
It happens and stuff, Sometimes,
I couldn't remember Denzel Washington's name the other day.
Yeah, but that was like a simple situation.
I couldn't remember Slaughterhouse because I was thinking about Joe Budden, talking about Joe Budden. Can't remember Slaughterhouse, so I'm like, yo, literally, I think something is wrong with me, or maybe all of the quarantine drinking has caught up with me.
No, see, the thing about it with you, Johnny, is that no matter what the situation is, if there's something slightly wrong, Jenny becomes a WebMD professional.
I do look up the symptoms. I look up the symptoms.
And as you know, your doctors tell you that that's the worst
My doctor always tells me that.
that you can do.
Always says, stop looking at the internet.
So she looks up.
I literally came home and thought I have dementia. I think I have dementia.
Yes.
And he's like, Jenny, how do you think you have dementia? I'm like, I can't remember how to say 101st. Right. And I can't remember simple people like Denzel Washington that I talk about all the times I love him.
Yeah.
Or groups like Slaughterhouse, which, helped to change my life because I absolutely love them.
Right.
What's wrong with me? Something's wrong with me.
Right. And we're not, we're not laughing at the fact that she, might have dementia.
Right.
That's definitely a serious thing.
That's a serious thing.
Extremely. And so
but I came home and I was crying.
But Jenny, so even if Jenny has a little cut on her finger.
That's not true.
Yes, this is absolutely true. If it has a little cut on her finger and it might blister before it starts healing and stuff, Jenny's the type of Google it and it'll say, for bad finger you might have some gangrene. You might have this. You might have that, and she just lets it all accumulate.
You know who else says that? Our daughter Sasha.
Yes, yes.
Sasha will walk into the kitchen I have a headache. I might have brain cancer.
Yes,
she literally goes from there to there.
Yes.
There to there. That quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have to be told about it.
Yeah.
All of it.
I can't, like, Vic was in here. Vic was in our quote unquote studio hooking things up. I come in like, thank God you're here. I need to talk to you. And I start crying. I can't remember anything.
She's like, I forgot the 101.
I said I didn't say 100 first. I said 101 first. I said that twice. And then I tried to correct myself and said it again on the air. And then I went to Michi, and Michi's like, oh my God. So he came on with me, and he's like, of course, he's killing me on the radio.
And Michi, and see, I'm gonna tell you,
because he's like, he's younger than me, and he's got like, you know, he's got the better brain than I do. So he's just like,
so
Michi's like, good, this bitch is gonna be out of here soon.
So she's not talking to me about it. She's gonna be talking to Michi about it. You know, also. So
someone said it's called perimenopause or menopause hormonal brain fog. I have it to the 10th power. See, that could be it. Because I am waking up in the middle of the night super sweaty. I sweat so much. Like, literally, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. Max woke us up. He came in the room and woke us up. And then the dog decided he had to pee because he got woken up. And long story short, I was, like, looking down at my clothes when I was letting the dog out. Like, why am I wet? I was like, I seriously, it was like I was in a shower.
Well,
so
why couldn't you have just been horny? Why did it have to turn into that? Like that? Why did it have to turn into?
That's what it is.
Why is it that?
Why is it that? I'm going through menopause. Probably.
How do you know you didn't just wake up from a dream that was like, you know, where you had like, I don't know, The Rock or something, or Denzel or somebody.
Sherry D. Limit said. I hope it's Sherry D. Limit. She said, you have to go to the doctor and get your blood levels checked. That's what it is. I have to get my blood. Thank you, Sherry.
All right. Thank you, Sherry, for that and stuff like that. Which she's going to do anyway, regardless and stuff. You know what I mean? Just, you know. Just
I wasn't going to go to the doctor.
Yes, you are. And stuff, you know. And stuff, you know, just.
But I think I am going through menopause.
Yeah, just to get yourself.
And plus, I'm just mean sometimes. And a lot, like my neighbor next door.
Oh, you're never mean.
My neighbor next door, she said that she put her family through it. During that time, like the whole family wasn't talking to her. And sometimes I'll be going off. I go off. I get home and I'm like, why is the kitchen a mess? I cleaned the kitchen before I left. Why is it a mess? Like, I'm freaking out. And the kids are like, wow, you're, like, Max especially is like, whoa, you're being really mean.
Max is like, I'm in the middle of an update on Fortnite.
He's like, stop yelling at me. Lou Playball said, I think you work too much. I wish I was working more. You know?
What's going on? Yeah, so, you know, back to the whole waking
up. Okay, it's 100 of 10 said, what's your zodiac sign? I'm a Capricorn and he's a Gemini. We shouldn't be together, right?
Oh, God, here we go with this sign crap.
Yeah. We shouldn't be together. Geminis are sneaky.
Oh my God! Everybody's.
I got two kids that are Geminis too.
Everybody's an astrologist.
Astrologist.
Yeah, they're always like, oh, Cancers do this, Geminis do that. You know, Libras, Virgos and stuff.
I don't really know too much about all the signs. I just know Geminis are sneaky and Capricorns are really outspoken and aggressive.
I wouldn't consider myself sneaky. First of all, and stuff. All right. Second of all, regardless of.
All right, not sneaky. One step ahead.
Well, that I don't negate that to being a Gemini. I negate that to be, you know, just who I am. Remember, I grew up in the Bronx doing the crack era.
Here we go. Every time he says that, we're finding him $100.
You know, so there's there's a certain type of hustle in me and stuff instilled in me. You know, so now and I use that in life and so because trust me, there's a lot of Geminis that are not a step ahead and stuff. So if you like put that as a trait, you know what I mean, or you put Virgos as a trait, whatever Virgos are. I grew up in a house with a Virgo and stuff. My sister and stuff, you know, very emotional. Okay, and stuff. My daughter Sasha is a Virgo and stuff. Very emotional and stuff. So I could associate that with that if I need to, but I'm pretty sure there's some Virgos out here that are not as emotional.
DJ Type R is just checked in. Hi, Type R. How are you? I haven't seen you in so long.
What up?
So, and it's 100 of 10 said, I mean, y'all are a really strong couple. Well.
Yeah, I think we're a very strong couple. to be through the shit we've been through.
I mean, you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Which could also be my memory loss, because supposedly, according to the internet, if you've been through stress or certain events in life, like they can make you so that you don't have good memory.
Yes.
A good memory, because, you know, things can, I guess, devastate you maybe, or...
We have raised 5 children.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I mean,
that's it. There's nothing else that you need to say after that. Instead, you can just take it from there.
Yeah. There's a lot more than that.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's not like that. You can just take it from there.
Well, 5 children. Yeah. A lot of stress around the family, financial stuff, like me and you fighting.
Life. You know what I'm saying? Just life. We don't have to go specifically into details of everything.
We don't need to go into detail. We don't need to tell everybody everything.
Stuff. We don't. And stuff, you know what I'm saying? Bought 5 children and raising a family and trying to make them productive members of society. You know, come on.
Yeah.
And stuff. That's a lot right there. And hold down the household and, you know, again, like you say, pay bills and keep things moving. There's always something going on.
There's always something going on.
There's something type of activity. You don't know what emotional state they in and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because we have 3 girls.
Yes, depending on the time of the day and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to pray if I could just get through one dinner without one having to bring emotional. They usually rotate it. Yeah. But then there's like once a month when they all 3 is at it.
They're all here and they're fighting. They're fighting.
And I'm just trying to get some more mac and cheese.
The girls are... He used to call me, like, when they were all living here, he would call me when I was on the air, and he'd be like, I just want to let you know, such and such has her period. The other 2, you know, are fighting with her. One of them stole a sweater. I just want to warn you, you might not want to come straight home. You can stay at work for a while if you want. I shut myself in the bedroom and locked the door. Me and Max were in here watching a Marvel movie. And no, I'm not cooking dinner tonight because I'm afraid to go out there. He really would. I'd be like, I'm at work like this, I'm scared to go home.
And then the crazy thing is when they all want to come and tell you their side.
Oh my God. So then, this is so funny, as I was talking about this the other day. Then one will call you and complain. So like maybe Olivia will call me and complain about Summer. Like, oh, Summer did this, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So I'm listening. Okay, I'm listening to her side of the story. And she'll be like, right? And I'm like, maybe agreeing on some things. Like, well, you know. So then they end up making up later. And they're both not talking to me because Olivia's told Summer what I said. When all I was doing... most of the time was just agreeing, and they'll turn against me.
They'll flip it out.
But they still do that. They did that to me the last couple of days. The last couple of days they did that to me. I keep falling for it.
You know, me, I just like, you know, I'm at the point in my life right now where I just like, you know, talk to your mother. So,
I don't want to talk to them.
That's my response. I don't want to. I'm not telling them. That's your mother's department.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I got, you know, unless it's really, 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 really serious.
Yeah.
And stuff, you know, then you got to go in the father mode and stuff, you know, and, you know, hold the hug a little bit longer and stuff like that and listen more intensely.
Or so, okay, then the other thing that goes on is I'm obviously not paying enough attention to my children. And so today, earlier, I was talking to Vic about this idea that I have for Wednesday at 7. I have something new happening on IG Live. And
she's going to kill you.
No, so Sasha says, why do you always got to be doing something at night? Why can't you just spend time with us? And I'm like, I'm home all morning with these kids. I have been home all morning with these kids since the quarantine started. I am now like, oh, yes, Sasha, here we go. I'm here because he goes to work and I'm here with them and I'm making sure they're okay while they're doing the whole school thing and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm here all the time, every morning till I have to go off to the radio station to get on the air.
Right.
How am I not spending time with you? On the weekends, we don't go anywhere, really. I mean, we do family stuff. Me and him don't go anywhere. We were going to try to go on a date Saturday. We're going to go have a picnic, right? Yeah. To have a date before the summer's over because we haven't had a date. Baseball is happening now on Saturday all day for Max. There's no date happening. How am I not spending time with you kids? How am I not?
Yeah,
They're in the next room.
Yeah.
We're here together. I'm about to go make dinner. And then they'll probably want to watch something together.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been waiting to watch. Oh, God. She is holding us up on
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country. We've been trying to. We watched the dog stop barking.
Come here, Diggy.
We watched the first 2 episodes with her, but it's like on episode 5 now and stuff. But she seemed to haven't had the time to fit it in yet. But I'm about to skip past her on it.
Yeah,
she's
always
she's
busy.
holding up the show.
She's busy. We're trying to watch shows together, and she's busy.
Plus, she did just start a new business.
She just started a new business.
Yeah,
Angel Jewels by Sasha.
She started a ring business.
Ring business, and it's actually taking off really well.
Yes, she just hasn't finished her business plan yet.
But she does. But she's
working.
She's getting people are purchasing her rings.
She's got marketing ideas.
Yeah, she's doing a good job for a 17-year-old.
Melinda has to be a hand model.
Oh yeah, so a couple of friends want to be hand models, but not everyone's cut out for it.
We was in the pool.
She asked me too, and I'm like, Sasha, I go, my fingers are fat and stubby. Like, you want me to be the hand model? Like, no.
Oh my God, wait a minute. So Sunday when we were in the pool, me and Melinda, and
she's talking about our friends.
Yeah, she was like, oh, I got a great idea, and she like called Sasha over, right? And she was like, Sasha, we should take a picture in the water and stuff of holding the rings and stuff, right? And Sasha's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. And Melinda's like, yeah, go get the ring. Like, meaning now. Like, she wanted her hand. She was going to be the hand model. She was like, go get it now. And Sasha's like, no, the sun's going down. It's better.
She's like, I want young people hands. Young people. Hands. No age spots. Sasha, I don't know if she has age spots.
Sasha kind of looked down at Melinda's hand and was like, we're not doing those.
No. doesn't cut it out.
She's like, not on my ring.
No. My rings are too good for your hands.
Yeah, Melinda, you could be behind the scenes, Melinda. That's it. You could direct.
Yeah, I guess so. So, I don't know if anybody else goes through this, but our sleeping arrangement has really gotten to me, and I'm starting to feel like I want the Carol Brady, Mike Brady separate beds. Didn't they have separate beds? Oh, no, they had the same bed. Maybe a Carol Brady, Mike Brady situation.
That was Happy Days. That was,
yeah, I want separate beds.
Richard Cunningham.
I want separate beds.
Yeah, why? Because of snore?
So the snore, and there's other stuff going on.
I do snore. So I might drool.
There's a little drooling. The other night, I was watching TV. He's sleeping next to me. I couldn't take it anymore. First of all, every night I tell him, I go, can you go on your stomach? Can you turn over on your stomach? And he's like, huh? And I'm like, can you turn over on your stomach? Like, I wake him up to tell him, like, turn over on your stomach. He's like, I don't know what you mean. I go, turn over and just I'm saying it like 5 times. Now I'm getting aggressive. Like by the 5th or 6th time, I'm saying it in an aggressive way.
I'm in a zone. I'm zoning out.
Seriously. So then he gets offended because I'm saying it aggressively. So he's like, you're being so mean. Like you don't have to say it like that. You're being really mean. And I'm like, because I asked you now like 6 times if you roll over on your stomach to stop snoring. It's annoying me.
You can't hear her.
Hijacked out. So so the other night I looked over and there was like a ball of spit hanging off of his lips while he was sleeping.
That was a heavy drinking night.
And I think it was like Tuesday. It was like, what?
That was a heavy drinking night.
Okay.
So
I look over and I literally go like this. I go, I can't take this anymore. So I took his t-shirt he had on for bed and I wiped it across his whole face with him sleeping. And he wakes up and he goes, what happened or whatever. I go, I can't take this.
I was like, oh God, she's trying to smother me. She's trying to make me. She's trying to kill me in my sleep. I was like,
I have done that before.
Wait a minute. That's the excuse right now.
I put a pillow over his face while he was sleeping. That was the excuse. Oh my God, that's how she was trying to kill me. She was like, oh, he was drooling. I was trying to get the drool and I just happened to cover his nose and mouth at the same time. I took the t-shirt and I wiped it across his face really violently.
If they ever say I die in my sleep, this is what happened right now. She just admitted that's the plan.
It's so annoying. It's like it's disgusting. And a friend of mine, I'm not going to say who, but she told me one time she can't stand sleeping with her husband. She actually sets up a wall of pillows between them because he like breathes on her and snores, and she can't take it anymore. And they've been married forever. She can't take it. She hates it.
The funny thing, though, Jenny, though.
I still don't understand, like, when you're always like, oh, wake me up to have sex. I look at you and I'm like, absolutely not.
The funny thing, Jenny, though, is that, okay, you've been exposed to, because you occasionally snore too, okay? And I brought it up to you and you've been in denial. Like, no, I don't.
I sleep.
But
Hold
on,
Young Freezy said, my wife and I sleep in separate rooms.
Oh, hey, go for it. And stuff, you know? That's it. But,
Jack Doe said prosecutors are going to use this against me later on. Probably Jack Doe. Didn't you say on your IG Live show, Bad Marriage for Life, that you put pillows over his face and regularly try to suffocate him? And I'm going to be like this. I did.
See? That's what I'm saying. It's all about the insurance money. And stuff. That's what it was.
Possibly.
Yes. But anyway, back to your snoring situation.
Yeah.
And stuff, right? So, I was telling her, but she was in denial. But then it took for her to falling asleep in the bed with Sasha, watching the movie, to Sasha telling her that she snores.
Yeah, Sasha did say that to me, but I don't know.
Yes.
Though once or twice I've fallen asleep. Once or twice I have fallen asleep and woken myself up because I'm like, did I just make that noise?
Right. So whereas,
but how do you sleep right through it?
Well, you know what the problem is, Jenny, too.
It's really loud.
No, you know what the thing is too is like I could kind of sleep through anything and
yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? You know, you need absolute quiet to get you there to go to sleep, unless it's been like a heavy drinking night.
But I think that's most women, because women, we listen for our children.
Well, it depends.
Women are more aware, especially when they're they have their children.
Right.
Like we're always half listening. Right. I can hear the kids moving around even when I'm sleeping.
Right. I get that, but I hear the kids too and stuff. You know, like back to last night.
Okay, he came in and woke us up. No, you don't hear the kids.
No, he came in and woke. No, it's been many a times when Max has come in at 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and I've dealt with him, and you had no idea and stuff. You know, because he'll come right directly to me. He always comes to me. You know, and so last night he woke us up, and you got up the first time. But he came back 3 other times because he had a bad dream.
Right,
and stuff, you know? So he came back 3 other times last night to finally at 4 a.m., you know, I had to get up. And he stayed up until 5 o'clock in the morning.
I know that.
You know, so it was, it's not, I get what you're saying. Yes, women do listen for the kids, you know, so maybe, you know, so they hear everything. But men do too and stuff, you know, and I do too. And I've heard, so I don't think it's necessarily like a men and women situation or whatever stuff. I just happen to snore loud, you know.
You snore really loud.
Yes, and you snore occasionally too,
no,
but I can sleep through anything. You know, because again, I grew up in the Bronx during the crack era.
All right, anyway, we have
there was a lot going on. You know, I slept through a lot of gunshots.
You'll be fined $100 every time you say that.
No, it's the truth. I grew up in the area where you heard a lot of gunshots.
Hi.
You know, and you went through them.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Fine. Hi.
What's going on?
Hi.
Okay. What's your name? Oh, I don't think. Can you not hear us?
A little bit.
Oh, you can't hear us. Maybe it's your TV loud. That's an issue in the house too.
Yes.
He likes the TV really loud. It's annoying. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But
Well, you can hit us back when you turn your TV. You can hear us. It's a lot.
Okay.
my earbuds in.
All right.
Take
Okay.
care.